Hello, this is Good Money Stewart. It is Wednesday, hump day, beautiful day. Can't say anything bad about it. Just a busy week, guys. Busy week. Good, busy week, but I hope everyone is doing great. The holidays are up on us, and yes, I will be glad. I'm going to pull this up some if I can. Uh-oh. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get this and focus on my little background, but it might not work because it might pop again. But anyway, just going to see this part of me. It's been a really good week. Just busy. I got to go back to work tonight because they're having their Christmas program for the kids. Today was pajama day, so I went to work in pajamas. I was really not comfortable with that, but I did it. Thank God I didn't have to get out of the car. I got out once because, and let me begin that story. Okay, as you know, I've been saying I need to get my basement area cleaned out because we're getting ready for, our Christmas dinner with my family and stuff. Not a whole lot of people, but just my general family. And I want the kids to be able to come down in the basement and be able to play. Well, this is where I've been putting all the Christmas stuff, Thanksgiving stuff, and it was just like, it was time. I kind of started, then I kind of got off of it. And so yesterday, it was like, Deb, get down in the basement. You're going to do this. So I come down, and I have somewhat of a storage room. So I was like, okay, I need to get that cleaned out first so I can put this stuff in there. So I go in, and please take this with the intent that it is given. That's all I'm saying. So I go in and I begin to attack all these bags and boxes and stuff. 85% of the items that was in the storage closet were Juliana's. Period. They were Juliana's. I say this because I'm a parent and I'm a grandma. Sometimes we overindulge our children and grandchildren. Just because they say they want something doesn't mean we necessarily have to run and get it. Juliana has been blessed with aunts and uncles, her pawpaw when he was alive, friends, just blessed, overly blessed. Till she's at the point that she really doesn't appreciate it. And that bothers me because when we were growing up, I had it nowhere near as good as my children or my granddaughters. But my parents gave us what we needed, and they provided a good home, food, clothing, light, gas, all that important stuff. If we've got one toy for Christmas and a bag of apples or candy or whatever, so be it. That's what we got, and we appreciated it. Not to say we didn't want anything else, but we appreciate it. Nowadays, and I'm using me, when I was younger, I thought I had to try to make my kids happy by getting these materialistic things. No more. That probably stopped in my 30s because I began to see a pattern. The more you did for your children, and this is not everybody's child, so please take it as it's given. They did not really appreciate it. They wanted more and more and more. Okay, I'm the type of person as a parent and a grandparent, I'm going to provide you with love. I'm going to provide you with the things that you need. I'm going to make sure that you're taken care of. Now, because you don't get a new pair of shoes, name brand, and you're standing in the line before the store even opens 5 and 6 hours before that, to me, that is just plain foolishness. That is me. That does not have to be you. I have never done that for my children, nor will I do that for my grandchildren, because it's not necessary. It is just not necessary. My son, when he wanted his first pair of shoes, back then, this is way back, they were like $86, $84. I told him, you want those shoes? Guess what? You're going to work for them. And I was working at this company at the time, and I said, go ask them, can you clean their offices after we're closed. Well, they allowed him to do that. He made the money. He got his shoes. He paid for them. My children started working when they were like 14 and 16 years old because I refused to cater to something that they could do themselves. Now, getting back to Juliana, I began to clean that out, and there were toys up on top of toys, up on top of toys that Juliana has not played with in years. Good shape, nothing wrong with them. The more I begin to clean, the more I begin to realize this is ridiculous. And she cannot, and I'm letting everybody else know, no more toys. She's older. If she's not utilizing what she has now, she doesn't need anything else. I, as the grandmother, who am raising her currently, am trying to instill the importance of appreciating what you have. Don't let your eyes covet everything you see. Just because so-and-so's parents go and buy them this, maybe they can afford to do that. I don't know. But really, it's none of my business because this is my household. So I've decided, no. And then even yesterday, her room, a total mess. Has been a total mess for the last 2 months. I've warned her, and I've warned her. Your room is not clean. By the time Christmas comes around, you will not have anything under the Christmas tree. I did that for her birthday. She did not listen. I did not get her anything for her birthday. I had it, but she didn't get it. So that's in her Christmas pile. But if she does not get that room together, guess what? And I'm not a mean person. I love my grandchildren. I will go to bat for my children and my kids. But one thing I will not tolerate is you're not doing your part. And I think that's where we as parents have messed up our children. Speaking for me, please do not get mad. And if you do, that's okay. You know, maybe you're at a different level than I am. But somewhere it has to stop. So what I did was I packed up all that stuff. And I don't give anything that's raggedy away. If it didn't look good, it went in the trash. But the good stuff, I took it to a shelter. We have a shelter here in Omaha. It's called Open Door Mission. And, you know, they have really blessed the community where you can go to this shelter and they give you things free. You pay nothing for them. Nothing. And so I thought, I'm blessing them because I've gone there and gotten things. And so in return, I take that and I gave it to them. I had, my back seat was loaded down. My trunk was loaded down. She still has stuff in her room, which her dad came by here last night, got on her, she got to moving. But there's still stuff in there that needs to come out of there. And so it's a wake-up call for me because I don't want to have the type of granddaughters, because my children are grown now. You know, their character is in them. It could change, but it's in them. And I think I have 2 good kids. We all have flaws. But my grandchildren, they know, Grandma don't run out and get everything. Grandma love you. Grandma get you some things, but Grandma not going to bust her butt, and I said butt, to run and get things for you. Juliana with the pillow things, she's working for that. Anything that I put into it, she's got to pay me back. That's just the way it goes. My mother and father, they were good to us. Good to us. But they made us be responsible. There were chores we had around the house that we had to do. My mom and dad sometimes worked 2 jobs. So that meant we had things at home we had to do. We had to do. And if they were not done, we got corrected. You heard what I said. We got corrected. We didn't get beat. We got corrected because we didn't do what we were supposed to do. And I thank God for every time my parents corrected me. Period. So, you know, I hear people say, well, they were, and I know that happens. That happens. There are some unnecessary things, some things parents did, but that didn't happen in our household. We got corrected. And then after we got corrected, we got told why we got corrected. Sometimes we got corrected and told why they were doing it at the same time. But good parents. And so I say to you today, think about what you do for your kids. Why are you doing it? You know, I think a lot of parents buy out of guilt. They're trying to buy their kids love. You know, just a multitude of things. Because I was there at one time with my kids after a divorce and everything, trying to make up for where they weren't getting from their dad. Mistake. Big mistake. So I looked at all of this last night as I was so tired, pulling all that stuff out of there. And I said, it's got to stop. It's got to stop. And I even began to look at myself. This coming year, a lot of things that I will go out and shop for, there's really going to be a process where I say, why would you get it? What are you going to do with it? And how can you bless someone with it? That's my thing. And I'm a giver. I believe in giving. But if I can't use it, if I can't justify the purchase, if I can't do any of that, guess what I need to do? I need to walk about the store. Because my thing says good money steward. And that is one thing I'm learning. You got to be a steward with your money that's placed in your hands. And if you're not, you get some issues. So I thought I'd just chat about that. That what was on my heart today. And order. You know, that just clicked in my head. There's got to be an order in my household. There has to be order, because when there's not order, there's chaos. There's total chaos. And I can't have chaos in my house. That doesn't work for me. Because you can't think straight, you can't do things straight. You know, you're thinking, well, what? And because it's chaos. And so, you know, and this is not, you know, making those resolutions, or I don't believe in that crap. I don't believe in that stuff, because you don't keep them. The minute you speak them out of your mouth, half the time you've already failed it. So it's like a goal setting thing for me, and I've got to check myself. There's things I need to check myself coming on this coming year, turning 60. Yeah, I'm 60, and I should have learned this stuff, but I'm still learning. But I'm not going to knock myself around because I haven't. But once you've been enlightening to something, you need to learn to follow through on it. So that's what I was saying on today. A lot of things I have just tossing. Sometimes don't even think on it, because if you think on it, you won't toss it. So it's just like toss, toss, toss. Toss, toss, toss. I want a house where I can go and say, oh yeah, that's in there. It's in that box. It's in that. I know. I have my stepdaughter. She has an abundance of stuff. But one thing about her stuff is in order. She can tell you exactly where it's at, how to get to it. And see, if you got stuff and you don't even know where, and I think it's over there. No, I thought, wait a minute, I got to think. So this is just Good Money Steward, and I thought I'd come with you with that today, as I'm down here in this area, which is much better looking, and I want people to be comfortable when they come to my home or to this house, because I rent it. It's not my home, but for right now I rent this house, and so I want it to be livable. I don't want to be ashamed to have people come in. And by all means, I'm not a dirty person, nasty person. I let things get cluttery, but as far as keeping my house clean, that's a must. That is a must. My mother pounded that into us. She would always say, where you live is a reflection of you. And it was. For our house, my mother could have been Martha Stewart's some kind of kin. That's just the way she was. Immaculate. You know, and sometimes that bothered us, because, you know, the kids go and, you know, but that was her home. She wanted her home the way she wanted. Now, I'm not that way, because I'll let Juliana enjoy herself. But once you're done, you need to clean. You need to go back and clean your stuff up. So this was not like a rant or anything like that, or event. It was just something that was on my heart. And I don't know, maybe some of you parents are going through that same things with your kids, where they've got an abundance of stuff that they really don't need. So my thing with Juliana, she's got all these generation doubt. My next. For a while they were telling her when she got tired of doubt, you need to give it away. She didn't fuss about it. She gave them away. So it's time to go through that again. She's got some doubts we need to give away. So with that, I'm going to let you go, because I've got to finish this up, because like I said, I've got to go back to work. So Good Money Steward signing off. You be blessed. Like this channel, thumbs up, don't thumbs down. But by all means, please subscribe to my channel. You're blessed. Love you guys. Bye-bye.